Good morning, police emergency. How may I assist you?
Good evening and welcome to Ghana Police Watch. This evening we go to Takoradi in the Western region to bring you a special report on the kidnappings of 3 girls who are still missing. The girls are Priscilla Bentum, 21, Ruth Love Kwesing, 18, and Priscilla Crunching, 18. The kidnappings have made the headlines for several weeks now, with important lessons to be learned. At the same time, there is a frantic search to find and bring the girls home. Vigilance and supporting each other to thwart the criminal efforts of the kidnappers is critical. It is also important to carefully examine how they operate. The use of social media to lure their victims has been highlighted as hugely significant in this case. We talked to Mr. Maximus Ametogo, our technology specialist, on the issues arising. Before our special documentary, however, here's a report of a special initiative, the sword cutting ceremony for the construction of purpose-built classroom blocks for Ghana Police Service School at Tesano Police Depot by MTN. IGP David Asante-Pietu was there to do the honors.
Cutting ceremony this morning for Kickstart. Thank you. Inspector General of Police, Mr. David Asante-Pietu, Deputy IGP, Director, Police Education Trust. We're here today to break ground on commissioning the construction of a 24-unit classroom block for the Ghana Police Service. This project will benefit approximately 2,500 pupils every year. We've also looked at the existing school library, and we've decided to convert the existing library into an integrated library.
Today is undoubtedly a wonderful day for the police administration, staff, children and parents of Ghana Police Basic Schools, and I'm personally thrilled that some of them are here with us witnessing this historic sword-cutting ceremony. The police administration will provide the necessary support to the contractor to enable delivery of the project within the set timelines. In the near future, the Ghana Police Education System will include a senior high school and a police university.
I mean, the inspiration is actually very straightforward. When we were approached with a project, we looked at the details in the project, the state of the current facility, and the challenges that the current pupils go through. And we thought this is something that we should do our best to support. But then secondly, this is an education project for the Ghana Police Service. And education is one of our 3 pillars at the MTN Foundation.
Today, we have seen the beginning of that better environment. MTN has come in. They are giving us an ultra-modern facility which will help us do effective teaching and learning.
This evening, we go to Takoradi in the Western region to bring you a special report on the kidnappings of 3 girls who are still missing. Takoradi, Ghana's oil city in Western region, now boasting an expanding offshore industry complemented by onshore tourist attractions, especially hotels and beach resorts.
The city buzzer has got the whole city on lockdown.
For several months now, the rather relaxed twin city with Sekondi has been thrown into panic and gripped by fear as a result of the kidnapping of 3 young girls in August and December last year. Priscilla Bentum, Ruth Love Kwesing, and Priscilla Crunching
Forget every radio station for now.
I don't ever 18 years. Now I was just like that.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. You are still live on Radio Max 105.1. And I'm sure right now you've heard about the big issues that almost everybody in Ghana are talking about.
The kidnapping cases in the metropolis. We shall hear from the police. We shall hear from parents of these kidnapped victims. These plus others. Hamna Shirley, please stay with us.
In the center of the storm is the police, who have intensified their efforts to bring this matter to a successful conclusion.
I've been involved since day one. It is like a new phenomenon we are trying to encounter. Our own children can't see them. We don't even know where they are. The team is still working very hard.
This is BU Junction, where two of the girls were last seen.
There's a difficulty. So what we need to do is that we need to intensify our investigations within the area to interview other people to find out whether or not they might have seen people having any issue with.
There's a minimum in the mail there. No, yeah, a painful, Jehovah folk. And then I'm member said, you know, what Jehovah now. Because boy be organizer wa ha ano na obaka de girl bi ko Jehovah wa ma na ma me ayabasa wada akọ MTN wa afron ko afron so wonfa nti mo peche na wa ma me hu nti na mo na me say there because girl no de me hu no Jehovah from payinfo nya mo fa me po payinfo a oya papa fo no gina nam mo so sabe me de mo mpoi me de so wa mo lotam but wa action last year no ma
be a wound so baby na ma person ni bia so ati anya de e be se wo na akire da bi na e be boy bebre
Normalmente 28 in the new year what I did I bet 28 in the new year the one day baby I don't want to 28 in the new.
At night, special units of the police have joined the daily patrols, combing the Twin City, especially its outskirts, where the kidnappings have taken place.
Baby, move I answer someone, some would do soon one, some one, iron one, and pa one, Obaka Modo, Obaka Sekendita Grado for Yanodo, Yakopana Luncheon Boot, and Kukreba, Sankas and Kutumpa Sea Defense, and I say, Kenata.
The police officer in charge of the investigations gives us a blow-by-blow account of the kidnappings.
On the 17th of August 2018, police had a report to the effect that Priscilla Buntum Blessing, who is a university student, age 21 years, was an attachment at Gassem and had closed from work and had been kidnapped.
Priscilla's father sheds more light on the fateful events on August 14, 2018.
Anapa na meban oye ose kwando lukujuma oye attachment to Gassem Takoradi nti anapa lu kono oye na nkefia ha na oye no kujuma na okra nti na ahansi ye wo fi a yere twan ma ofi edwumam waba na musumu kujuma nti wobo 5 loko 6 na mopone ti meba na me frɛ ne maame de mehu meba ne miss call wo mu phone do na amaso se mehu ne miss call na ma friend nti me frɛ no na line no ko na me frɛ ne maame na mi sɛ ne mehu de meba ne wa frɛ na o fia na o se onyi fie nti oba na me so yo de ma meba efie na me be fie nti me be fie na mi sɛ ne na ontene nka no so friend there Oliver Sisia wa apna dwuma we bi send wo nko Crawford Junction na osol besisia na mesi insuro ya to nti onye ntam na ombre fe na osol besisia nti obandam na meso mebefie nti mebefie no na me frɛ here chapel me said in case the oboban or chapel nti ade de okɔ practice nti me frɛ no na wase ombo ho na hono obo ho ne bia anyi ho.
This is BU Junction, where we tried to recreate her last moment of freedom, but it seemed quite a casual event which could not have drawn much attention.
She had boarded the vehicle, and this was where she alighted, and we didn't hear from her from that moment.
Yebe fie no na oyedin ihuma amnam wife yele nti yo ma ntam hachi wambo 5 mpuni fifie de yere kwakwa hwehwe wo okrom in case de bibia nti obandam no amekro European hospital wo Takoradi ko de in case de se bibia no na hospital nti yakro hoina yakra no na wase wonfa biara wonfa dem ho dem memenda na pano na maju ho a mentasi nti ayefi mala na minye call wo mu phone do nti minye call mu phone na mbebeyimba yi oji mbebeyimba peno oji phone de opele onyin pako no kasa na mso nka adam na men kasa na oso na de da wonya botal na mbisa mbano oso opone chew opele onyin nwa na kasa na oso nwa wo nchan.
It would seem Priscilla had previously struck an acquaintance with the kidnapper.
One particular number that had communicated with the victim prior to the 17th of August 2018 continuously called this victim on the 17th of August more than 21 times. The kidnappers demanded a ransom of 4,500. These payments were made at 2 by 2 installments, but they failed to release the victim, after which they came and made a report to the police.
Priscilla's brother got involved in the negotiations with the kidnapper and recorded some of the conversations.
Hello? I've been seeing a student Pedagogano. But I'm in the police station. I've been seeing a Pedagogano. Give me some reason why they are Pedagogano. Okay, my balance. Your balance. And you are Emma, you send you the Ghana in Ghana. Then it means you are fooling us. How can you release it? When we give you the money, you are going to release it.
I get my balance, that's all. I don't have any issue with her again. I am not collecting any money again. It is not my 500. That's all.
Because earlier on, you told us that you are
hello?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yes. If I get my 500, I'm not collecting any money from anybody more than that.
Okay, as for me, I don't have any money. I don't have any money on me.
Okay, then don't call this night.
Oh, bye-bye.
On me kasa na oka PG kasa. Oka Nigeria kasa ni. Na oka unde na maka fanti. Ba me kan fanti no tim kan papa.
At one point, he waited all night at a popular junction with his mother, waiting for his sister.
Man 25 no catch him there. Yenke jina nkofo junction na wane ne baba. Until that time no I'm na mami ike jina wo.
We identified where the money was withdrawn. The first part was taken at Takoradi here. Maybe the kidnappers were looking for money, maybe to exit from Takoradi here. Another part of it was withdrawn at Koforidua. We followed up to Sumanya, Koforidua, Okrasi, where most of the calls were also being made through the victim's phone. We also got the number that the kidnappers had given to the parents to pay the ransom. We got the number. We also got the call history of that particular number. We did a study, then we realized that another number was also communicating with that particular number. So we had to go after that particular number from a different location that is around Eastern region. We zeroed down from Eastern region, and then we came back to Takoradi here.
Trelido, the ultimate crime barrier.
Normalmente 28 in the new year, what I did, I bet 28 in the new year, the one day, baby, I don't want to. 28 in the new year, what I did, all move upon to. 28 in the new year, west side, baby.
Unfortunately, 2 other girls also disappeared. That was in December 2018. Ruth Lafquasing was the second victim, aged 18 years.
Food in a baby, free in the rock, I brought you for a drop, so they full of rush. Miss been a man for the eagle shot. Baby, the move, go to for in a way. Walk a jaw will a voice in the task. So come back in that Savannah, Toba. So move on, baby. I did baby, I don't want to. I'm ready for only move on to. West side, baby, I don't want to.
Her sister elaborates.
On the 4th of December 2018, and my sister, me mechiba okra there. MTN4, we won the WhatsApp platform say MTN4 oma onkofu ejuma. Inti oroko MTN office e market circle. Inti like 9:30 to 10 muna ofifie there oroko MTN office no. Inti ya was like 1:30 to 2 muna Friday. Yambu no rusu. Na msi yambu wa dan bibi aya wa se taxi na ofa wa junction no. Ohun ne ba e ohwe na ohwe dan bia ya atu mu a na nkotin na ohwem. Inte won me catch and say like on Sony location no na me ne kasa on so location na say betumi you use GPS bibi betumi da but na me kasa at the moment na on ntemenka. Ba me te don so esu echi there. Yambu ano inte won line ne ka te. E na osan frɛ biem. Ofrɛ bi na osen kwafo ne se woje 500 Ghana cedis ansa na we ja no. Let me say some comfort ben on the on Sony phone no on you use Google Map and fa but on kase no on intimidating but am de na metene de no nti wa na line card me sign frame na line na card nti wona me say asem we de we ko no na me sister na yen so for pen on so town na me phone the day na mechi ba me junior sister wa kanti pon chewa baby obi o modi an won police station na won report there day na we since Tampara no what the phone frame no botum ya ye bibi afon wa.
Before they made a report to us, they had also made a ransom of 1,300 cedis to the kidnappers. One pastor, who is related to the second victim, indicated that it sounded like a Nigerian accent.
But you are okay, bro. For your soccer tree, but I didn't tree no one shut down here. Papa be Adam. Actually, you know, Nigerian, but as a tree no okay, but and yeah, we during the holidays no and a guy in a friend say, "Me no to say." E comedy no ye me ne yanti ye face can bron fan todi anema no ono so obi a wani dia osa kakra won ho nti wani dia ampa na ne ye ne ya guy ni frɛ biem na me say o baby e won a new site currently in phone sika was so 50 cedis nti ye send ye da amount o ka 50 cedis on to fan todi ane emfa ma menu ano nti e won no also 50 cedis on je
normalmente 28 in the new year what I did I bet 28 in the new year, the one day, baby, I don't want to. 28 in the new year, what I did.
The third victim was Priscilla Crunching. The details are not clear, but it's likely she accepted a lift and never returned.
This third victim, the parents were made to speak to the victim. So, and we asked them whether that was the voice of their daughter. They said, they confirmed that was the voice of their daughter. And 4 men are standing on her, demanding the money. And she was urging the parents to send the money so that they could release her to come home. So that very night, we returned from Kufredua. Then we were led to the hideout of this suspect. Samuel Wolves, who is a Nigerian national, age about 28 years. So the informant led us to his house. When we went there, he was not there. But the informant led us to another location where he used to go and take alcohol and other things and sleep. So when we went there, we saw him sleeping, so we apprehended him. In the course of trying to arrest him, he tried to destroy his iPad that he was in possession. But we managed to apprehend him, and then we brought him to the police station. So when we brought him to the police station, the third victim's phone number had also been given to us. And we realized that the number that was being used on the 17th August 2018 to lure the first victim belongs to the suspects, which was confirmed by the informant. And the number that the ransom was also paid for the first victim, 4,005, was also owned by this particular suspect, Samuel Wolves.
Me crown say me kwadwuma as usual. Di me ko buy no na onifi bedu fi be 3:30 mu ho. Ena me beto mofra ba san ofi ha. Mofra no wota ba ye nchen enye wanya ho wo ba ne chen ni be di agro na de. Nti me beto na me bisa won say na abra no we me ba no. Onne panyin na owo he. Na panyin na owo mu ka kire me say okra won say orokon krofo be 11 o'clock no mu no mai. Minya phone call na me ba no na erefre. Ndi me fai ye hello abna o say da mako she baby o nim baby amewo oh ayi fan wa ko sha wu ni baby awo wo ye den na ukodu ho say me fro ka bi ehwa na me yem ende mentumi engina phone no so emmisa no ensem biu say one hinanum na wo ho ana say wori ye ne den na de eno me di ayim hihye ene kekamu. The second time am na nya ho kwan kasa biu no no say da mpamocho mmebua me why da mmebua me na mbisi an say na iguso na mo man kan kire say wo police station because I know ya asem awo mpese wote ndi me ka kire say iguso ya yifiska no ndi ommo mpai on srew ommo mpa won chew na ommo mpai srew ifo nyankopon na yenso iguso re ye ni bitumi bia.
The police was making significant progress in the cases when the unfortunate happened. Samuel Wills escaped from the cells on December 30, 2018. It was a significant blow.
He had a call. We put it on loudspeaker for him to communicate to this John. And then John was saying he's on the way coming from Nigeria and that he will come here on a Sunday. So we all made our preparations waiting to apprehend John. And that was when this suspect escaped from the cells. We were not sleeping. We deployed all personnel that very night that he escaped. We put everybody at the vantage points. The third victim's parents, who were also called, as soon as he escaped, he managed to call them, demanding for money again. So at this time, we told them not to give him any money, and they didn't give him any money.
He was recaptured and put behind bars again.
We recaptured him not far from his residence in an uncompleted building where he had gone and he was sleeping. So the personnel, we comb around after arresting him. The mobile phone that he had used to call the family members of the second and third victim for them to give him money, we couldn't find the phone. We only discovered the dress and the footwear together with the headgear of the third victim that she wore on the day of her kidnap.
You, me banatare. Say, mpanyinfo woko hu atare no. Wodi kan frame ba panyin no. Say, omra mehwe ade a won hu ni. Ndi ono okọ na mpa o frame say won hu abra na atare. But na edin. And so na eseminya gidiara se meba no e bi otiase.
Kofi Kinata is currently the most popular music star from Takoradi. He caused a massive sensation when he released the photos of the missing girls on his Instagram page under the campaign #BringBackOurTardyGirls. What inspired him?
Everything concerning Takoradi concerns me. In as much as we entertaining people, we also educate. We also make sure we play our roles in the community. So something like this is part of the community that we have to, advocate. We have the numbers. People look up to us. So I thought it wise to use that means to bring people's mind onto what is happening. It's quite unfortunate. One of the girls is a friend of mine's cousin. Recently, the news coming from Takoradi is quite unfortunate, very bad. We will say, we know the police are working. We believe in the police. They just have to make sure that the right things are done.
As a media person, we heard this and treated it as international news. It wasn't something that was closer to us. We heard it outside and we were treating it as international. So coming close to us, hey, what's happening? So it's pretty new to us. Kidnap in Second Takoradi is something unheard of.
More police, and everybody know everybody. But, from there, they ever had you come off for Nankasa. Even the said I'm going for no. What she say areas about no develop. Why the cancer road in town full K10 them areas na and the development. Kofuli sisi dana for I want to watch she into no. Kofumo when you under obi enyim no ya humpa who style and the bay who style about trusting with umba na de atasa yeah on each other the master me to bed no man na nkofusuli kebika ho obi mpo was one watch okay wa kidnapping obi na question maybe e no bad na ama na nkofuli kebika until ama nkofu ama me fona de wona akumetu ba sisi ano me pere ya kind pina no rumors pina stories asamba we nkofu kebika ho until no my eba ka che parent titru and the guardian titru there one more when you call one number no man kada papa do obeti ha chel ono enim be onyim of me nya da agro ede ebi o opedo ikrom of wagini tum no nya kono ya da opedo ye mentim trust obi ala ntino mama from ankotin nanto ada mo from ankotin bananto penyin bi nhwa wan mama from ankotin yeah da manyama no ehu dey obi ti was strange bi o ni move sinya fine report no police na dey yeah na but mo bia na akumentu mo bia panic.
It's a new terrain, it's a new opportunity. This is an opportunity for the police to strengthen their public relations with the populace.
You know, you know, with the police for any other one day. This is why then the entire shit and yes, I do want to come and show. A Francis Busafu, Obi Mobility, Obi Po, and then Busafu, Misha or do a local police station, police for catch on though. They need a next move, we take a catch on, we take inform Ebia Antino. More whole police for the P. The police for no, they are working, they know their jobs, they are working. May the man ever on other one. When I would tell, I say, and see one of our kidnapped one over under control. Say, I would tell her. I will tell people of Takoradi or the Western region as a whole that everything is under control and they shouldn't panic. They should just be vigilant. They should like beware of their neighbors. These are one of the tricks that the kidnappers use. At first, they will make you like they will have a relationship with you. They will earn your trust and they strike from there. So you just have to make sure or beware of your surroundings. Yeah. And I also tell everybody who is in Takoradi or anybody who is in Ghana, who is not from Ghana but is in Ghana, they should just comport themselves here. I'm telling them that they should beware because Ghanaians are not cowards. We just have a big heart to accommodate everybody. Like our hospitality level is like very cool, so they shouldn't ride on that. Yeah. Ghanaians will say Charlie, but in Takoradi we say Ase. Takoradi is the only place that when we're watching football and they say go, we didn't say go, we say do. So you know we are different. Yeah, you know we are different. We have a whole lot of things to show the world.
There's that love, that intense love, very profound love for Sekendi Takoradi that really inspires Kofi Kenyatta to do what he does. So you see him in t-shirts, Takoradi, and he's selling Takoradi as much as he could. So getting that following, and all the media are talking about it and referring to his post. So if he had been idle on this, what would have happened? So we could really give him some credit as somebody who sparked this campaign.
It's our prayer that the end result is to get our girls back, get our daughters back home, for the parents to heave a sigh of relief, for the metro, for the nation to be happy. Now I can't sleep. All the cameras are on me. All the radio stations are on me. Do I say poor me? No, it's part of the challenge. That is why I'm put here. So I'm pleading with the good people of Ghana, the good people of the metropolis, especially the vicinity within which this incident has taken place, to be more vigilant, to be up and doing, to help us, to comb through the area, especially where we have uncompleted buildings and the bushes around. These are where their hideouts are. Let's try as much as possible. Be forthcoming with information. And it's our prayer and hope that we will sooner than later get closer to the end of this.
Trelido, the ultimate crime barrier.
Vigilance and supporting each other to thwart the criminal efforts of the kidnappers is critical. It is also important to carefully examine how they operate. The use of social media to lure their victims has been highlighted as hugely significant in this case.
Social media being new, who really is the security man on social media? Who really polices social media? So it's sort of a free terrain where everybody could live. It's a free world. So it starts with the education from the media, obviously. It starts with education from the NCC. It starts with every medium or every channel which could really tell and educate people about social media. This is a very fine opportunity where we could advise and advocate and really educate people about the use of social media. This, I haven't really seen much about the education on social media.
So joining me on set right now is Maximus Ametogo. He is a technology analyst and he's a social media strategist as well. Looking at the profiles of the three ladies who have been kidnapped or have disappeared, we get the impression or the understanding that they're heavy on social media.
Yes, so social media for me is a neutral tool. So we use it to communicate with friends and any other person we encounter. Criminals will use the social media as a tool to continually engage their victims or their target, right? So they will always want to get your attention. They will always want to lure you. They will always want to sell some idea of a life or some gift or some benefits you're going to derive if you keep that relationship connected or if you keep that relationship running. So for the three young ones, of course, young people are very curious, okay? They're adventurous, they want to interact with people, they need, attention. So somebody is ready to give them attention. So social media becomes a doorway to those people irrespective of where they are physically located. So even if they are home, they'll be in their rooms, but they have a doorway outside of the house and they're communicating with people, including the criminals. And because as criminals, they use psychology and social engineering in luring people. They will be asking you questions and they'll be probing more deeper, asking more intimate stuff, that will keep the ladies engaged, because maybe they have not encountered that kind of communication or sensual, lures, right? Luring before. They'll buy you a new phone, they'll buy you credit, they can take you out for lunch, they can tell you, okay, you can travel with them to have a better life. So they normally look at your social standing or the kind of social lifestyle that you live, and they can tell whether this is a potential victim or not. So the lion can predict who the antelope will be, so that they can come after the antelope persistently.
So from what you're telling me, you, a parent or guardian, may seek to protect your children by saying, don't interact with strangers, don't go out there at a certain time. Yeah. But thanks to social media, they have access, or the outside world has access to your ward at any point in time.
Exactly. So that's the what they call the fifth person or in the room. In a strategy, you want to talk about the fifth pillar, an insider. So you have an insider in your house as social media on your daughter's mobile phone, right? So WhatsApp has become a gateway to the world in your house. So if she's sitting in her room, she can connect with anybody, communicate with anybody. They have their contact with which the parents have no idea of, and they can pretend they are not feeling well. They can pretend to be okay, and then they do whatever they want to do in their rooms. Because you can make video calls, you can send pictures, you can share videos, and you can communicate with anybody.
Somebody might see you on social media. He might ask for a request as a friend, and he knew what particularly he wants from you, so he will always chat you. He will be a close friend of you, and he will tell you, I'm here, will you come and see me over? Or where are you, can I come over? He will have this relationship with you. Somebody might have it for maybe 3 months, but you wouldn't know what particularly the person wants.
And we're not talking only about kidnappers. I mean, all sorts of criminal elements, knowing that this is a platform, a massive tool that they could exploit. They are on the prowl. They're actually looking out for people who may be susceptible, and then they go after them.
It is still happening, so you can't say, oh, because of this kidnapping, I'm not going to accept somebody I don't know.
So we have parents who did not buy a phone for their daughter, but the daughter uses a phone, okay? And then the father doesn't even know how the phone works, or maybe they've not even heard of WhatsApp before. So children, they engage each other, their peers, and they want to communicate with their peers, and it extends to any other person who is of, who wants to communicate or engage them. And the first thing is, anybody who meets you and they see you as a target, they'll ask you for your WhatsApp number.
It makes it easier for these killers, kidnappers, and so on. The social media has made it so simple.
It's a challenge.
That's the issue, right? So you are not going to, for example, go and seize the phone. Of course, some parents do that because they want to protect you from yourself. But at least if you have that relationship with your daughter or your children, you should be able to engage, interact. So on WhatsApp, what do you do? What kind of things do you share? Okay, can I make a call with your phone? Then you send the daughter. Then you can check messages, right? It's your daughter. You need to protect her. But if you don't check those things by interacting with them or engaging with them, or even checking their social behavior, the kind of dresses they wear, where they hang out, if they are isolated, they're always in their room not doing anything, the usual thing. They come out of the room and they're excited. Meanwhile, they're in the room alone. It means there's something happening. There's an engagement. There's an insider in that room through the phone who is engaging your daughter or your son, who you must probe to know more about.
We've spoken enough to the parents, but I'd want us to speak directly to the children who have access to these smartphones and who have access to social media on how they should go about it. Let's educate them. If you get on Facebook, what are the things you should be looking out for instance?
That's a tall task. Right, so the initial thing is, you see, for your own safety, I always want to go for friends that I know. if I can't trust you, if I don't know you, I cannot verify your physical location or connect you to a friend that can verify your physical location or where you stay, I would not want to connect with you. Really, because if something happens, it's going to be difficult for you to be traced. If you harm me, my parents can't track you, my friends can't track you, I become the lone victim, and then you'll be free. So as children, if you have access to the mobile phone, it's for communicating, it's for learning stuff, okay? You must communicate with the friends that are of good behavior, the friends that your parents know. You know, don't give your phone numbers to strangers that you don't know, and then get to know people who have suspicious characters in your society. You got your phone number from somebody else, show it to your parents. If you are scared of your parents, if you are a sister or a brother, show it to them, so that when you start communicating with strangers, at least your sister or your brother knows about it. If something happens and you cannot be found, your sister can say, okay, you are communicating with this person, this is the person's phone number, and they have access to it, and they can take it from there. It's for your own protection, so you need that.
Otherwise, if they are sending you messages on WhatsApp, you can just block them.
Of course, you can block them, and they change their SIM card, you still block them. If you don't have the phone number, anybody wants to connect with you virtually first, you have to avoid them. Because people may have access to your phone number you've not met before, and they start chatting you. So you block them. If I meet you physically and I trust you, okay, or I can verify your location or physical location or connection to somebody I know, then I can give you that virtual access.
You should look out for friends of friends. Yeah. And should it just be because they're mutual friends you accept that friendship?
Yeah, so on Facebook we have a way of checking for fraudsters or people who want to just connect with you just to have access to your data and use it against you. So usually if you send me a friend request, I'll check your name. Is your name, you know, the usual? If you are some, you know, Macfish or some, you know, Malam, something. It
means you're not using your
you're not using your real name,
yeah.
right? So I'll check out for your name. Then I'll look for your page. If you send me the friend request, I can see your page. Let me see the kind of content you share on your page. Are you sharing from other people's page and you've not made a statement yourself? Okay, what are the number? What kind of things do you talk about? Subject areas, okay? The things you've posted, how many people liked it or commented on it? How many people did you comment on their posts? And then you come to mutual friends. How many mutual friends do we have? If we are beyond 20 and 50, and the 50 or 20 have friends that I can verify or friends that I know physically, then I can give you some kind of social trust.
Okay.
But I'll go beyond that. People go for events, maybe they go to events and then they get phone numbers of people. Because the person was nice to you, they greeted you, they even told you, they gave you a wrong profile of themselves. I can tell you, okay, I'm the managing director of maybe Wealthy something logistics limited. You know, I own this car, I live here, I need your phone number. Oh, okay, you said you are cleaning services provider, so can I get your contact so that I can provide that service? So they give you a fake profile of themselves, so you have access to your contact. The next moment they're sending you funny videos, funny jokes, and then you become friends, you be chatting, and then they build that intimacy to the point of a virtual consent, right? So you also start sending them funny videos and the rest, and then okay, you are dressing. So normally the guys will call the guy, where are you going? The ladies, they were, I'm going for this place, and then they start doing video call. And then the next moment, the lady is sleeping, half naked, she picks a video call, chatting with the guy. Then they chat, oh, it's nice, your bed is nice, which color is your bed sheet, which color is your pillow? Oh, I like the picture hanging in the background. The next moment, I want to show the video to the guy to look at it, what is it? And you are showing naked parts of it. He's working on your psychology. The next moment, you are showing the guy a naked view of yourself. Now the guy is doing the video recording and he's keeping it. Now you have pictures of the guy. Now the guy wants you to come and pay 7,000 cedis. Otherwise, he will release your video of naked pictures. If you are, even if you are my friend and you call me using a video, you do a video call to my number, I will cut you, and I'll call you using the audio.
Yes.
Because what do you want to see?
Yeah.
You want to hear my voice. I'm not supposed to act for you to see, right? So whatever engagement that we have, so it's my family, close families that will do video calls. Okay, and sometimes if I want to even chat with my friends, my siblings, I ask you, can I call you on video chat? And then they give him the permission, because when you do video call, you are giving people access into your room. So it's like they are standing in your room. When it comes to those things, I always tell people, don't send any naked photo to even your husband.
So they're clearly dangers. So let's come back to the case of these young girls who have disappeared. How would you advise that we use social media to try and get these girls back, or try and locate them, or try and help the police in their investigations?
Yeah, for me, you see, because we call it social media, it means society, a community of people. So let's educate young people.
Yeah, there were some conflicting accounts as to the ages, but from Ghana Police Watch's visit to the families, we're learning that the ages are 21, 18, and in fact 18.
Yes.
There was one of them who was supposed to be 15, but the family insists that the girl is 18, and so we'll just leave it at that.
Yes.
So one of the issues that has also come up in recent times is that we have criminals who know how to receive mobile money without being detected. How is that possible?
I think, you see, the issue is that they know, whoever receives any mobile money transaction, they know their person. So because you use your phone number, your ID card, you use your picture to register your number. Especially when you're even doing the mobile money account, they ask for those details.
Yeah.
So the next thing is locating you physically. If I used an address, maybe number something, Banana Street in Dansuma, to register my SIM card, okay, the telcos cannot come to my house to verify, right? So if I give the wrong location address in registering my mobile money account, and then I defraud somebody and ask the person to pay me via mobile money, the only location address you can have access to the Dansuma one, but I have a phone number as well. So my phone number, the police can get work on the warrant, the court warrant, and then work with the telcos, and they can be able to know where that phone number is located, or where a lot of calls are transmitted from that particular SIM number, so they can find your location. So the whole thing is like a blend, what they call phygital, right? A physical identity of the person, and then the digital identity of the person. So the mobile money number is a digital address of the person, but the physical identity is, it doesn't involve the telcos. The police must do that work, and society must also help in doing that.
So in other words, a person could present a fake ID, and everything else about the person may be fake, but you can't fake your location.
No, what I mean is that, you see, for ID, of course, they have a system where they can verify your IDs, whether you use
Are
your phone
the
number.
IDs really verified?
Oh no, for driver's license and passport, you can verify that.
But they even fake driver's license.
Yeah, but you see, the telcos, you know, it's just like the banks. They have a system where I think developed one of the companies, and they use them to verify and cross-check those things. Unless the person, they don't cross-check.
But do they actually verify at the point where you're going to register your mobile money account?
That I don't know, right? So I don't know whether they run it by a database that they already have, because normally if you subscribe to that platform, you have access to the database. So if you are presenting the wrong one, they can tell. But if I use a wrong passport picture, I can use a 10-year-old passport picture. Is there a law saying that you can't use an old passport picture? So the person is like, hey, okay, the person resembles you, and then use that passport picture. He may be my brother, he may be somebody who looks like me, and that's it. So it's a whole identification system that we need to develop to be able to, you know, verify those things.
What will help the police to recapture these kidnappers? How important is information from the public? How these cases will end is anyone's guess, but it is clear that they will have and will continue to have a significant impact on events in Ghana for a long time to come.